Hello, I'm Chelsea Wilkerson, partner at Shakhan and Wilkerson Law. Today we'll be discussing the topic of divorce. For more information on this topic, please visit our website, shakhanandwilkersonlaw.com, and go under the tab of legal practice areas. You can also contact us via our many social media platforms or give us a call at 833-GA-FAMILY. Now, a divorce is the legal process that two people have to go through in order to be legally recognized as single and individuals who are entitled to remarry. A divorce addresses and resolves all issues pertaining to the marriage, including but not limited to division of assets, alimony, child custody, child support, as well as debts that need to be settled between the couple. In an uncontested divorce, is one where both parties are in complete agreement on all matters related to the marriage. Agreement is met prior to filing the divorce petition with the court. If both parties agree on all issues, it saves time, it saves money, it saves a lot of emotional drain and headaches, and is also better for communication in the long term. This is particularly important if the parties have children that have been born pursuant to that marriage. If the parties disagree on any one issue, no matter how small, then your divorce is contested. While one firm or one attorney cannot represent both parties, in an uncontested divorce, either party can hire an attorney to draft the legal documents according to the party's wishes. So while the attorneys are representing the party's interests, it is up to the parties to actually agree on the substance of the uncontested divorce. So in preparing for a divorce, when you call our office, you'll speak directly with an attorney, and we will, after gathering some preliminary information, we will send you our divorce questionnaire as well as the financial affidavit that has to be filled out as well as notarized. We'll need both of these documents in order to complete petition for divorce, and we will need you to disclose all assets as well as debts and sources of income. The affidavit is a sworn document that will be notarized once complete, as has been said. It's important that you disclose everything in this document because it'll be filed with the court. And if you withhold any information, and it will come out through discovery. And if the judge believes that you intentionally concealed that information, you could be held in contempt of court, subject to being found to have committed perjury and subject to sanctions. If you have a question as to how to answer a question on the financial affidavit or a divorce questionnaire, or if you're not sure whether you have to complete that information, simply ask your attorney. So another question that people commonly ask is whether they can file for divorce if their spouse has moved out of the state. The answer to this question honestly depends on the circumstances, the main factor being time. The spouse who is filing for divorce must file in the county where their spouse resides. In most states, the individual must reside within that state for at least 6 months in order to gain standing in order to file for divorce. If your spouse has moved out of state and you want to file for divorce, you must file prior to the moving spouse gaining residency in that state. If the moving spouse has not obtained residency in that state, that means that they're likely still going to be considered a legal resident of the state they just moved from. Now, the issue for this question again is time, and you need to contact an attorney and give them time to draft your paperwork prior to that other spouse gaining residency out of state. So people are also wondering whether they can file for divorce on their own. Absolutely, you can. Again, as we've discussed with legitimation, it depends on the county that you're in, which resources are available to you. You should search by county. Online, a lot of the courts will have resources that you can use to not only fill out the paperwork, but will give you step-by-step instructions on what documents need to be included when you file. You should also contact the clerk's office, which is an excellent resource for information as well as assistance in completing these documents. Some courts will have even created spaces for individuals to be able to come in and meet with pro bono attorneys as well as law students who will assist you in drafting your paperwork for free. A good example of this is the Family Law and Information Center, or FLIC, that's in Fulton County. Now, while this option saves money, you may still need to consider hiring an attorney, especially if you believe that your partner is going to fight you on any matter pursuant to the divorce. That could be custody, visitation, child support, alimony, division of the assets, who's responsible for which debts, the list could go on. If your spouse has an attorney and if you don't know what's important in a divorce or how to advocate for yourself, these are all factors that could and should signal to you that you likely need to hire an attorney to represent your interests. There is a significant benefit in having a legal advocate who is knowledgeable as well as experienced in these matters representing you in your divorce. They can also take the time to draft your paperwork, file it with the court, have it served, as well as argue on your behalf in court. In many instances, an uncontested divorce does become a contested one. It's hard for people to let go in the end, especially if one former spouse or soon to be ex has moved on or has gotten into another relationship. Suddenly, issues that were never a problem before become a problem when you are about to file for divorce. If this happens, it's important that you reach out to an attorney as soon as possible to make sure that your interests are well represented when going forward with the divorce. So again, while drafting this divorce on your own or with your spouse could save money on the front end, you may end up having to hire an attorney on the back end just to make sure that you are hashing out every detail pursuant to the divorce before you file your case. It also, again, is vital to have someone who is knowledgeable as well as experienced to draft your paperwork, make sure that all details are illustrated in that divorce, as well as file it, having it served, attending the hearings, as well as potentially arguing on your behalf in court. All of these are factors that you should seriously consider when deciding how you want to move forward with your case. For more information on the topics related to family law, please visit our website, ShakhanandWilkersonLaw.com. You can also visit our blogs and go specifically to the legal practice areas tabs on our website. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share this video, as well as hit the bell notification so that you can stay up to date as we are regularly putting new content on our platforms, as well as trying to keep you all informed about the many issues that fall under family law. Also visit our website to obtain a free brochure about how to hire an attorney, where we again have written the book and walk you through step by step on how to go about finding and selecting the best legal advocate for your case.